Welcome to No Sag Never Bored. I'm joined by
G.
All right, G, where are we at today?
Today we're heading to the Whyte Avenue Art Walk.
The Whyte Ave Art Walk. I've never been to this event. I've been to similar events, but from what I've seen so far, it's pretty cool. Like, we're a little early. They're kind of just getting set up, but pretty cool so far. Lots of crazy, amazing art to see.
Yeah, I don't know how many artists there are, but it goes for like a few blocks and then some down some side blocks and then close to the farmers market area. So there's a lot of artists, so we're going to try our best to show you as much as we can.
Yeah, it's just like a big art market, which is pretty cool. I imagine there'll be a few purchases of at least some stickers today because we both are fans of stickers. All right, so I guess there's nothing left to do but go check it out.
Yeah, let's go do some art walking. That's so hilarious.
Those are cool. I kind of like that painting of the stove.
Where was that? Right there. Oh, that one in the middle. Stuff in the back here.
Yeah. Look at that piercing gaze there. Some cool. Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Alright, so we found one of the tents that G was definitely looking forward to finding. It's got some pretty cool Oilers drawings here. This one's pretty neat. I like the Oilers Pokemon crossovers and stuff too. It's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
If you're going to buy multiple, this is how you do it.
She's got like a little order form. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Thank you. Their mascot.
Handsome raincoat.
She's the head of customer engagement.
Okay, so the Whyte Ave Art Walk is massive. There's well over 400 artists. It's, I think, around 4 kilometers is the distance that you'd have to walk to see everything. Probably more than that if you're going up and down both sides of the streets. Anyway, just to say it's massive, and there's stuff there for pretty much anyone. Like, some of the tents were really cool themed. I couldn't possibly show you everything we seen that day, but some of the highlights for me were like, some of the tents featured animals, some of them featured pop culture stuff. There was one tent I noticed that featured some pretty cool paintings themed around water. Some of them were like color themed, and heck, there was even a tent where all the art was themed around shit. There were some pretty cool music themed booths too, like, that's my dog drinking water. Just wait for her to finish. She didn't come to the art walk because she's crazy. Okay, well, now that she's finished, what was I saying? Oh yeah, there was some really cool booths with that featured like music themes and just a ton of really cool stuff to see. It was a lot of fun to check out and definitely something I highly recommend. And if you're interested in the Whyte Avenue Art Walk, well, there's another one coming up on July 11th through the 13th in 2025. And if you're in the Edmonton area, I definitely recommend going and checking it out and supporting some local artists. All right, we stopped at the Sonic booth. It's kind of looked cool, and well, it's Sonic, right? Have to stop. And they're selling a print that they made of Ryan Reynolds, and I couldn't resist. I had to buy it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it was going for a good cause as well, so might as well.
All right, so let's take a look at this print. It's Ryan Reynolds. You said you painted it?
Yes, it took me nearly 2 years to paint him in all his glory.
Well, that's pretty awesome. So, thank you very much.
Thank you. 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 Thank
Do you know where we're sitting right now, G?
Looks like the Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion.
That's right, the Nathan Fillion Civilian Pavilion, which is
A mouthful.
a mouthful, but Nathan Fillion's pretty cool, so that's sweet they got this kind of set up permanently now.
Yeah, it was a good break for us from the art walk. So
Yeah, I cannot believe the number of artists out here selling stuff at this art walk. It's been amazing, pretty crazy. Lots to see. Hopefully we showed you enough. I know we're moving pretty quick, but there's just so much to see. And we got other stuff to do today too, so
yeah, I hope you enjoy this little presentation of the art walk, and stay tuned for the next video.
oh, we're not done yet. We're still going got another stop coming up here pretty quick, and we'll see you when we get there. All right, so like I said, we weren't done for the day. Where are we at now, G?
We're at the Freewillshakespear.
So yeah, it's Shakespeare in the Park, basically celebrating 35 years by the looks of things.
Yeah, it's the 35th anniversary, and because the normal location, the Harlock Park, is under construction, this year we're in like community hockey rinks, so it's gonna be interesting and fun outdoors.
Yeah, we're actually in the Sherbrooke area, which is a neighborhood I spent a lot of my childhood in, as my grandparents lived here, and my parents kind of grew up in this area too, so that's kind of a little bit nostalgic too, which is kind of cool. A little bit of an added bonus to seeing the show here.
Yeah, it's a nice day outside, so it should be a great time.
Definitely. So which show are we seeing specifically?
It's called The Tempest.
So according to the Freewillshakespear website, which is where I'm getting this little synopsis, Prospera, the Duchess of Milan, lives in exile on a desert island after being thrown out of power by her wicked sister. For company, she has her only daughter Miranda, the spirits of the island, and her beloved books. The books are the source of her magic, which she uses to lure her enemies to the island so she can exact revenge. But her plot could destroy Miranda's happiness, so Prospera must choose between her own anger and her daughter's future. This was a Shakespeare play I'd never even heard of before, but I actually really enjoyed it. It was a pretty cool show. So that was The Tempest, which was a really enjoyable show. I had a good time.
Yeah, it's quite entertaining. Just to have it outdoors is pretty great.
Yeah, it was definitely a really unique experience. Like, I've seen a handful of plays, but never went outdoors like this. And even in the hot sun, I had a great time.
Yeah, it's fun. And this year they're like in basically outdoor ice rinks in the summertime, which is kind of cool venue.
Yeah, it's not like, the big city parks. It's more like the smaller neighborhoods. It's kind of a little bit of a different atmosphere. Like, I haven't been to the big ones, but I can just imagine, kind of the atmosphere there, and then checking it out here. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, who knows where it'll be next year, because they're still working on the Harlock Park. But I mean, if you get a chance, go to Shakespeare in the Park. This is the last day this year, but just look back in about a year's time and go see it.
Yeah, like we said, this is the 35th year, so obviously it comes back every year, and definitely something worth checking out. And if you're not in Edmonton, hopefully you got something similar where you live, because it's definitely a good time. Definitely not boring. And I gotta say, the choice of The Tempest, it wasn't like one of the mainline Shakespeare plays that you expect, and it was entertaining. I had a really good time with it.
Yeah, it is fun. Every year they change their plays. Usually it's 2 plays a year, but this year is more condensed, and they had the 1 play. So next year will be totally something different.
That was cool. And as always, remember, boredom is a choice.
Choose not to be bored.
Thanks for watching.